Hi guys, this is Virat Kohli and I'm very happy to be chatting to you live here on the Facebook page of the Indian cricket team. Um, my first question is from Pradakshina Goswami. Legends of the game always praise your talent. What is that one factor that has helped you enhance your skills? Well, Pradakshina, it's always good to get praise and appreciation from the legends of the game, especially the Indian cricket legends who we have all looked up to while growing up. So it obviously is a big motivation for all of us, and I guess the motivation and the passion to play for your country and to win matches is something that drives you to enhance your skills on a daily basis, because playing at the international level you need to be one step ahead of the opposition, because they're always trying to sort your game out and get you out as soon as possible. So you need to stay a step ahead, and I think that's where the motivation comes from when it comes to enhancing the cricketing skills. So yeah, that is my personal motivation. Shalini Saxena, how do you balance cricket and commitments off the field? Well, Shalini, it's not that easy, especially with the hectic schedules that we have throughout the year, and plus, some of the commercial commitments that I have off the field as well. I'm involved in quite a few things that have been going on for a while, and otherwise I like to keep it very simple. Just get done with work and try to spend as much time as I can with my family, and you just tend to keep going towards a simpler life as it gets hectic and more hectic every day. So it's tough, but I take it as these are 10, 12 years of my prime in my career. So these days and these years and these times are never going to come back. So I don't really complain, but yeah, it does get frustrating at times. But yeah, it's a very good question. Mr. Sanjay Bharti. You're a complete batsman going through the purple patch. Do you think you're still a work in progress as a cricketer? Well, Mr. Sanjay, I am work in progress as a cricketer. You always work in progress as an international cricketer, because, as we all know that the opponents are always trying to get you out and trying to outsmart you. So you need to stay one step ahead of them, and yeah. So I feel like I'm learning every day about this game, about new things that I can try out on the field, and definitely, I mean, till the end of your career, you're always work in progress, because there's some things that you're working on every practice session that you go for. So you never take things for granted, and that's what keeps you where you are. Not many are lucky enough to be at the level that we play. So we appreciate that, we understand that, and it's very important to keep improving every day. Next question is from Laddi Sohal. We all love your brotherhood with Yuvraj Singh, and we call this as Virat. Any special words for you? Excited to play with him again in T20s? Good question. I'm very close to him. I've always been very, very fond of him. The way he plays his cricket with a lot of passion, and he's a wonderful human being. Not many people know that. He's been misread, and there've been misconceptions about him in the past, and he's very hardworking, which a lot of people do not know, and he takes a lot of pride in playing for the country. So I personally am very close to him. He's like an elder brother to me, and he's always guided me in the right direction with the things that he's learned in his career, with cricket. So he's a truly special person to know, and I'm really, really excited to be playing again with him in the T20s for India here in Australia. So I wish him all the best, and I can't wait to play alongside him again. Raman Nimje. What was that chat between Faulkner and you in the last match at MCG? Well, that's the kind of banter that keeps going on, in the field. And, well, we all are pretty used to it by now. It's happening, on a regular basis nowadays. Cricket has become really, really competitive, and people will try and disrupt you in any way possible, and the opposition has every right to use that as long as it doesn't cross the line, and you have every right to reply as long as it doesn't cross the line again. So I think there have been a lot of smart comments over the years, and mine turned out to be a perfectly timed one. I didn't intend to do that. I just said what came to mind, and which was actually not far off from the truth. So, yeah, I mean, that banter is enjoyable on the field, but at the same time, you need to focus on your game. So, yeah, that was a fun moment, I guess. Preeti Bala Subramani. How bad is that sledging from Team Australia? We can't hear anything, but seem they constantly trying to engage our batsmen. Do they cross the line? Well, Preeti, I don't think nowadays people cross the line because you have so many cameras and so many mics all around the field that you can't get away with it. It has become really competitive, so they will try and annoy you in every way possible. They're very competitive on the field. They like to talk a lot when you are playing against them, especially when they are fielding. So yeah, they make it very challenging for you. I personally enjoy that environment. I enjoy that challenge, and it's certainly something that I feel is not bad for cricket as far as the competitive aspect of the game is concerned. And no, they do not cross the line. They very well know what to say and how to say it and when to say it. So you have to be smart enough to tackle that and still focus on your game, which, like, as I said, is a challenge, and which is something that I personally really enjoy. Next one is from Nimish Katyal. A lot of great cricketers put a premium on their performances abroad. How important is it for you to perform well outside India? Well, Nimish, I take every game the same way. For me, it does not matter if I'm playing in India, in the subcontinent, or away from the subcontinent or India. I take every game the same way. I want to score runs every game that I play, and I want to win the game for my team every game that I play. So I find it no different. I think it's just putting extra pressure on your head if you start categorizing or breaking up different venues and conditions. I think the cricket is a very simple game, and you need to keep it very simple to succeed in it, and that's something that I try to do on a personal level. Next one is Samarth Kshatriya. Virat bhai, what really kept you going to become the fastest to reach 7,000 in ODIs? Well, Samarth, I never planned it. I never thought about it. As I said, my aim has always been to score as many runs as I can for the team, and try to give my best at every stage that I play. And God's been kind. I've been working hard on my game, and results have followed. And these things are only crossed when you're not focusing on them too much. Suddenly you pop up into a game and you feel like I'm just 20 runs away from 7,000, and you don't even realize things till then. So yeah, that's how it goes. I mean, later on you feel like yeah, it is a very special achievement, but at that time or during series or before a game, you don't tend to plan for these things. So I'm really happy about that, but something that I never really planned. Just one sigh. Hi Virat, why did you become emotional after your 24th century recently? Well, just one time my brother was there to watch the game, and I had told him that I missed out on 100 in the last two games, but I'll score one in front of you. And I promised him that. So he especially came to see me just for a day, and I was emotional for the fact that I made his day worthwhile, and his visit a very fruitful one. So yeah, I mean, on that note, I was very emotional because I knew that what he might be feeling, watching me play right now. So yeah, that was a very special moment for me. Azimuddin Mola, who is your favorite Bollywood actor? Well, Azim, my favorite Bollywood actor is Amir Khan. I really like his acting skills, and the way he effortlessly, pulls every character and every role off. So I'm a huge admirer of him, and the kind of films he does as well. They always have a message, which I think is a very, very significant thing. Sai Kannan. You have scored test centuries in Adelaide, Johannesburg and Wellington. Where would you place them in terms of the challenges you faced and satisfaction you derived? Very good question. Well, the century in Johannesburg has to be the top amongst the three, because we chose to bat on day one. The wicket was green. The bowling attack was world class. It was challenging, and I hadn't scored runs in the one day series. There was a bit of controversy before with me getting hit on my ribs, and there was stuff shown on TV, and yeah, there was a lot of build up before that test match where um, we were sort of being tagged as not being able to play the bouncy ball, and all those sort of things. And I really planned in my head that I really want to make this day count, and yeah, that century was very special for me. The second one would be the second innings in Adelaide last year, just because of the fact that we went for the target, and I didn't plan to sort of think of any sort of milestone. I was only focused on the target, and everything kept flowing that day for me. And yeah, that was one of the best zones I've been in while batting, and in a completely different headspace. And I think Wellington has to be third among those three, because we were just finishing the tour and I wanted to finish off a good note. I had scored 100 in the ODI series, couple of 50s, a 70 in the Test series, and then I wanted to finish off with a Test 100, and that was the last innings in New Zealand. So yeah, I was really delighted with that effort as well. So yeah, this has to be the order. Jessica Rose, what is the most played song on your iTunes? Well, recently I've heard Hello from Adele a lot, and I really like her voice, and the versatility in her singing. So I mean, she's probably the best around right now, and yeah, I totally love that song. Gaurav Singh, if there was a movie made on your life, what would the opening scene be? Well, Gaurav, I think the opening scene would be me, hogging some fried food at home, some parathas or stuff like that. A lot of butter, big cans of colas, and drinks which I don't even touch now. So yeah, I was a big foodie when I was really small, and I was really chubby and fat. And yeah, that I think would be the opening scene of the movie, and yeah, from there on you can start the movie, I guess. Siddesh Gaikwad, what do your teammates have to say about your bowling action? Well, everyone laughs when I come on to bowl. Doesn't matter how serious the situation of the game is. When they see me hold the ball, I mean, everyone turns away, and they're all smiling and they're laughing. I know that for a fact. Even I think my bowling action is very, very funny. But I think I get the job done, which is most important. But yeah, if people have some sort of fun watching me bowl, I don't mind. Sharon Martin, is it true that modern cricketers are not well versed on the history of cricket? Are you the one who reads a lot about the game and its rich history? Well, Sharon, I do like to know about the past. I do like to know about the history of the game, what happened when, which were the players that played in what era, and what is the impact they had on the game. I'm quite keen on knowing all these things. It's very important to know how the game started, where it transformed from, and where we are today, and how we are able to make a difference in this particular sport, because we have to carry it forward, from the previous generation. So these things are very important to know, and I'm very keen on understanding and realizing the efforts of the past players who have given us the platform to actually grow the sport on a daily basis. So yeah, I'm someone who's pretty keen on knowing all that stuff. Raj Arora, you have played cricket for a while now and have gone through many ups and downs. What is that one thing that the game has taught you about life? Well, Raj, the one thing that game has taught me about life is never stop working hard, never take anything for granted, never drift away from your goals, your values, your vision. Things can come down very quickly. You need to understand and appreciate the importance of what you have in life, and the sport teaches you that. The moment you get a bit complacent, you go through a path that you can't even imagine. So I think that's a great learning in life, that you have to be boring, you have to be repetitive, but you have to work hard every single day, because it's an opportunity. As I said, not many get to be where we are, and it's an opportunity for us to live every day with absolute enjoyment, and enjoy what we are doing. So I totally love it, and that's my mantra. I want to work as hard as I can every day